Heinz Field in Pittsburgh. It's NFL on EA Sports. The Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the New England Patriots.
We are just across the Allegheny River from downtown Pittsburgh at rain-soaked Heinz Field in the Steel City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New England Patriots and the Pittsburgh Steelers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. They come in riding high, just one loss in their last 7 games.
It's a very focused team, very disciplined. They've kept the penalties to a minimum, and they're winning football games.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Patriots, they're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6 games. And the first drive will start at the 25. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And what I'm looking for from him today, the things every quarterback is looking to do. Lead his team to a victory. Doesn't matter whether he's throwing it, running it, handing it off, however he has to do it, as well as exhibiting some leadership, that's what he's trying to accomplish.
First carry for the 2018 Pro Bowler, James Conner. And this is going to be a Steelers first down as he gets it up past the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Give him clean reins and throw the football, and they'll have a better chance to win again this week. A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defense.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything. 2nd and 13. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Not sure what you're thinking here, partner, but I believe the officials have done a nice job here getting together and then coming out and indicating that there was a receiver in the area.
Absolutely, and he was in the area. Correct call made, no grounding. He's going to loft one, deep left side here. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Deontay Johnson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. And that looked almost to be a case of, you know, quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded right around the 8. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So here come the Patriots now to take over on offense. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
A pretty nice gain there on the run. Gets it to the 35 after showcasing the agile move. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Oakley. And that is incomplete. Oh, big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They're going to try and throw. Got a man. It's Ross, complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on 4th down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on 4th down here early in the game.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Caught over by Mike Hilton. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. The numbers from last week's game for Ebron. 6 catches, 67 yards, and a touchdown.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is #1 rated defense in the NFL. He'll have a tough time.
They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, 2nd and 7. They'll set up to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
He gets it left side to Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. It'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Conner. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. James Conner, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
So back onto the field come the Pats for their 2nd drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at the yard.
It wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Jacoby Myers, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. On the return, it's Washington. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the
weaving through traffic, and now he's free. The 30, 10, and he takes it all the way down to the 3. Well, CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs, and that one certainly fell into the latter category. Now, that deserves a couple exclamations. Points. They'll look to run with Conner. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the 1st half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. 2nd and 1. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Eric Ebron. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. So simple math here in the 1st half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
New England trying to get a place on offense. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Oakley. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll be a Patriot of 16. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton.
And that's not the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Now a pass is taken in by Smith-Schuster, and taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. 2nd and 6. Screen pass to Connor. And he's brought down. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Back to throw again. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Eric Ebron with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So that drive, 4 plays. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
To throw on 2nd down, Oakley. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a 1st down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Going deep here for Stills. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Deontay Johnson, as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Well, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. A good passing down here, and they send 3 receivers to the right of the formation on 2nd down. The final shot before break. Oakland on the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. A final shot before break. Oakley, the quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
17-yard line.
New England trying to get a place on offense. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll start the 3rd quarter on the ground with Hunt. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
Looking middle, and that's complete. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And he slings one that's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 2 catches in the 1st half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Going deep here for Stills. This is caught, and he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there for the Patriots. 47 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Goal.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone, and he'll just sit on this one. their drive will start at the 25. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
He was looking for his tight end, Devin Asiasi there. And it's 3rd and short.
1 yard to go.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And Hunt is not going to get there. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down.
He continues to struggle to find a place to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. On 1st and 10 is Counter. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the Patriots' 34-yard line.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. That's complete to his running back, Connor. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
Patriots 7.
So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
So the Patriots coming out now. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Oakley throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Devin Asiasi there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing again, Oakley. Open man is Myers. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. And that is incomplete. Here's Jordan Berry now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Patriots take over. On first down, Oakley. Flush to his right. That's complete into the hands of Myers. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. From the gun, Oakley. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Oakley. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
And a Patriot first down.
Operating from the gun, Oakley. That one is caught by Hunt. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Devin Asiasi there. But it'll be 2nd down. To throw again. Oakley steps away to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down. Oakley buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a first down and inside the 5-yard line.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Kareem Hunt is running back, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Oakley.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. The quick slant caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
Completed pass brings up a 4th down situation. Do you play analytics on this one? Well, you know, what do your analytics tell you about going for it here? I wonder what they would say.
They tell me you're down by this margin, 4th quarter, you're going. They go for it on 4th and goal, but that winds up incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. Well, that's the 4th time. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They start with a give to Connor. Through an opening, and there he goes. The 40, 30, the 20, 10. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
And I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win. But one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Patriots ready to try again on offense. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth-quarter hole. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. And he completes it to Hunt. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching up another 15 against your squad.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 24 yards the game there, another first down as well. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation. And now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone, and unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 14.
And now out come the Patriots. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. He was looking for John Ross that time. And it's 2nd down. Throwing again. Oakley. Open man is Asiasi, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. He was looking that time for Stills, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Covered by Steven Nelson.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Steelers,